Welcome to ZoomInData. In this video, we cover Power Apps interview questions on user experience, UX, and accessibility, explained in a simple, practical, and interview-oriented way. This topic is extremely important because good UX decides whether users actually adopt a Power App. Accessibility is critical for compliance, inclusivity, and enterprise standards. Interviewers often test how well you design apps for real users, not just functionality. Small diamond in this video, you will learn why UX matters in Power Apps, how accessibility improves app quality, common UX and accessibility mistakes, mobile versus desktop UX considerations, interview-focused UX thinking for real projects. These questions are useful for beginners, experienced developers, and interview preparation. 1. Why is UX design critical for Power Apps adoption? UX determines how easily users can understand and use the app without confusion. Even a technically correct app will fail if users find it difficult or frustrating to use. Good UX builds trust and confidence, encouraging regular usage. Poor UX directly reduces adoption, no matter how powerful the app is. 2. How does poor UX affect business productivity? Users take more time to complete simple tasks due to unclear navigation. Errors increase because users misunderstand fields or actions. Support and training effort increases unnecessarily. Employees may avoid the app and return to manual workarounds. 3. What challenges arise when designing apps for diverse user groups? Different users have different technical skill levels. Some users may access apps on mobile, others on desktop. Accessibility needs vary across users. A one-size-fits-all design often fails without careful UX planning. 4. How does accessibility improve overall app quality? Accessibility ensures the app can be used by all users, including those with disabilities. Clear labels, proper navigation, and readable layouts improve usability for everyone. Accessible apps are more structured and consistent. Accessibility improves professionalism and enterprise readiness. 5. What are common accessibility issues in Power Apps? Low color contrast making text hard to read. Missing labels for input controls. Controls that cannot be accessed via keyboard. Over-reliance on color to convey information. 6. How does color contrast impact usability? Poor contrast makes text difficult to read, especially on mobile devices. Users with vision issues struggle with low contrast designs. Good contrast improves clarity and reduces eye strain. High contrast improves overall user confidence. Example: light gray text on a white background is hard to read. Dark text improves usability instantly. 7. Why is consistent layout important across screens? Consistency helps users predict where actions and information are located. It reduces learning time and confusion. Users feel more comfortable navigating familiar layouts. Inconsistent layouts increase mistakes and frustration. 8. How do accessibility standards influence UI design decisions? They encourage clear labeling of controls. They promote keyboard-friendly navigation. They require readable fonts and proper spacing. They discourage complex, cluttered designs. 9. What challenges exist in designing mobile-friendly Power Apps? Limited screen size restricts layout options. Touch accuracy is lower than mouse clicks. Network connectivity may be unstable. Performance issues are more visible on mobile devices. 10. How do touch-friendly controls improve usability? Larger buttons reduce accidental clicks. Proper spacing improves accuracy. Touch-friendly design reduces user frustration. Example: a large Submit button is easier to tap than a small icon on mobile. 11. What role does feedback play in UX design? Feedback confirms that an action was successful. It reduces uncertainty for users. Users feel more in control of the app. Lack of feedback makes apps feel broken. 12. How do tooltips and hints improve user experience? They guide users without cluttering the UI. Help new users understand fields quickly. Reduce training and support needs. Improve form accuracy. 13. What happens when apps overload users with information? Users feel overwhelmed and confused. Important actions get missed. Error rates increase. App adoption decreases. 14. How does keyboard navigation support accessibility? Some users cannot use a mouse or touch input. Keyboard navigation ensures full app usability. It improves accessibility compliance. Power users also benefit from faster navigation. 15. What UX patterns work best for data entry apps? Step-by-step forms instead of long pages. Clear section grouping. Mandatory fields clearly marked. Immediate validation feedback. 16. How does user feedback influence app redesign? Real users highlight issues designers may miss. Feedback helps prioritize improvements. Redesign becomes user-focused, not assumption-based. Example: users report confusion in navigation, leading to simplified menus. 17. What challenges arise when retrofitting accessibility features? Existing layouts may need major changes. Controls may lack proper labels. Fixing accessibility later increases effort. Early accessibility planning is always easier. 18. How do responsive layouts improve usability? Apps adjust smoothly across devices. Content remains readable on all screen sizes. Users get a consistent experience. Reduces device-specific issues. 19. What mistakes do developers make in UX design? Designing for themselves instead of users. Overloading screens with controls. Ignoring mobile users. Skipping user feedback. 20. How does accessibility affect compliance requirements? Many organizations require accessible applications by policy. Non-compliance can cause legal and audit issues. Accessibility supports inclusive workplaces. Enterprise apps must meet accessibility standards. 21. How do screen readers interact with Power Apps? Screen readers rely on proper labels and structure. Poorly labeled controls confuse screen readers. Logical tab order improves reading flow. Accessibility settings directly affect usability. 22. What are best practices for form layout design? Group related fields together. Use clear labels and spacing. Avoid unnecessary fields. Provide clear error messages. 23. How does UX design differ for internal versus customer-facing apps? Internal apps assume some training. Customer-facing apps must be extremely intuitive. Accessibility expectations are higher for public apps. Simplicity is more critical for external users. 24. What interview questions commonly test UX understanding? How do you design apps for end users? How do you handle accessibility? How do you improve adoption? How do you simplify complex screens? 25. How does good UX reduce training needs? Intuitive design guides users naturally. Fewer instructions are required. Users learn by using the app. Support effort reduces significantly. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to ZoomInData. If you want real-time Power Apps projects, interview guidance, or practical use cases, contact ZoomInData. If you want more questions focused on real-time projects, contact ZoomInData. Keep learning, keep growing. This is ZoomInData.